Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Sonia. I'm a guide, intuitive channel, author and creative, and today I would like to do a card reading for you for this week. So I was thinking about what cards to choose and I've decided to choose two cards for this week. One of my favourite, the Heart and Soul cards. I don't know who they're by. Blue Angel Publishing, but I didn't. Here we go. Tony Carmine Salerno, if I pronounce that right. Anyway, that's what they are if you enjoy them, and I absolutely love them. And I felt very guided to connect with the dragons this morning, so we're going to do Dragon Oracle cards by Diana Cooper. So let's have a look and see what the cards have in store for us today. So on the Heart and Soul cards at the front, it's lovely. It actually says, just taking out the packet, it says cards for personal and planetary transformation. And of course, really important for us to remember that whether we feel that we are helping the planet or not, we are, because every time we look at our own transformation and review what we're doing, it awakens something in us, reminds us of something, activates our intuition, whichever element of that, or all of the above. And of course, every time we do that, because we are connected to all that is and we are part of all that is, we are helping planetary transformation. So never ever underestimate yourself and your part of the big whole, because you are part of the whole, and everybody is perfectly beautiful wherever they are and whatever you and each of us individually are going through. So let's I'm really drawn to this one actually. I was going to pick one, but I just saw the pink at the back and I like that. So let's see what this pink one is showing us. Oh wow, that's the, doesn't show best, is that better? I'm not getting a really good picture here. There we go. Yeah, for some reason, I think it's because I've got the light in front of me, it doesn't kind of show the actual picture so well. It kind of, but it's actually a sort of a sun. I don't know if it's a rising or setting sun, but yeah, that might be better. Yeah, there you go, you can see that now. So, an angel surrounds you with rainbow wings, here to reconnect you with your true nature, the balanced, healthy, sensitive and loving you. Remember that there is more to life than your achievements. Consciously connecting your spiritual and physical realities will help you reconnect to the sacred, infinite and creative part of yourself that is yearning to play a greater role in your life. So when I read this, the bit that like stood out for me was yearning to play. And then it goes on to a greater role in your life. But there's like both aspects to that. There's yearning to play, and maybe learning to play, yearning to play, and yearning to play a greater role in your life. So almost like the yearning to play and yearning to play as a greater role in your life. So I love that. I really love that. So that is our Heart and Soul cards. Let's see what the dragons have in store for us this week. Let's see. What do I want to pick? Oh, one fell out. 1 second, it's gone on the floor. Okay, so this is clearly the one what we're going to pick. Golden Atlantean Dragon. Now, sometimes it takes me a while to find these, because some of these card packs, as I'm sure you know, are not in alphabetical order. They're kind of set up in different areas. So let me see if I can find this. 1 second. Well, I can find it, it's just how long it takes me. Here we go. So it's on page 100. How perfect, hey? So from a numerological perspective, I'm sure you know that if you reduce multiple numbers down to a single number, that gives you the numerological, or the number. And the number is 1, which is all about new beginnings. So let's have a look at the new beginnings. Doesn't always feel like a time of new beginnings, especially at the moment, but you know, with any new beginnings, the analogy I find, it's one that, you know, has been around for a long time, but is the process of transformation. And the process of transformation, when we see it in physicality, the example of that is obviously the moth or the butterfly. And in a different way, the chameleon, because a chameleon changes to its background, doesn't it? But yeah, the moth or the butterfly or the dragonfly. And this is, and it's very hard for us to remember this because we don't see ourselves physically changing. We probably are. What we see more visibly is if we look at the growth over the years. So if we're a baby, and we're just been born, and then we're 3 years old, and there's a change there, and then as we age, we see that change in us physically. But at the moment, it is like it's at such a pace, and of course we're not seeing it physically like we see with the butterfly and with the caterpillar to the butterfly, but it is happening, and it is happening at that profound level where our DNA is changing, the core of our physicality is changing, but we can't see it, we can't smell it, we can't taste it. We only start to sense it with our extra senses by being much more aware of the creation of life and the creation of our own life and the process of transformation. So know that that is where we are. Golden Atlantean Dragon helps you remember the wisdom of Golden Atlantis. Awaken, bring back your knowledge, gifts and talents. Reclaim your mastery. I'm going to have to do something about this. Can you see that? It's not very good, is it? But you get let me see if I can put it. I need to change the light on this. There you go. You can sort of see it. Anyway, I'll try and do that for next time. About 7th dimensional Golden Atlantean dragons hold the keys and codes of the awesome wisdom of Golden Atlantis. The golden era of Atlantis lasted for 1,500 years, and during this time the people lived in harmony and happiness at the upper level of the 5th dimension. Humans, animals, and the land itself radiated a golden aura, and everyone enjoyed soul satisfaction. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Soul satisfaction. Source energy powered the great crystal held in the temple of Poseidon, which was the power source for the civilization. The awesome spiritual technology of Atlantis was activated by crystals and mind control. When we are ready to bring back our innate Atlantean knowledge and wisdom, Golden Atlantean dragons will come to us and reactivate the gifts and talents and information held within our DNA. And here's the guidance from this particular dragon. This card invites you to activate your own personal 5th dimensional blueprint, for it contains the light of the incredible era of Golden Atlantis. The Golden Atlantean dragon who has come to you now worked directly with all the great masters of Atlantis during the Halcyon days and remembers exactly who you truly are. Prepare to reclaim your mastery. You are ready to dissolve the final veils of amnesia, and your dragon will assist you to do this. Ask it to breathe its golden fire into your third eye, so that the final clearance and awakening can take place. Your dragon will then remain with you and shine light into you as you prepare to stand in your power as an Atlantean master. And whether you resonate with or believe in dragons, for me it doesn't really matter. It's more about the message and the energy that it's bringing. And one of the bits here that stuck out for me was, let me find it. You are ready to dissolve the final veils of amnesia, which some of you may be aware that when we are born into this body, the ancients, and I believe this, say that we are born with a veil of amnesia. We forget what we have been before and all those things that have been before, so we can evolve and transform and experience life anew. But what is happening, those veils of amnesia, those veils of forgetting, which were probably there to help us as our evolutionary process, are actually dissolving away, which means that we are actually starting to remember so much more and starting to see so more clearly the truth of what is going on and what has gone on. And so this is why so much seems to be in turmoil at the moment, because more and more things are being revealed to us and being shown to us in terms of where we are as a society and where we are individually. And by the awareness of where we are, this is how we can transform. We need to be aware of something. We need to be able to see something. We don't need to get caught in the drama of it. We just need to acknowledge it, and the acknowledgements sitting in a place of observation can help, and does help, just dissolve it away. And that is part of the process of transformation. So yes, here we are. So that's the energy for this week, the Golden Atlantean Dragon, bringing us into alignment with more of who we are. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please pop a like and subscribe to my channel if it resonates for you, and have a beautiful week.